Hi, ladybugs. So we're going to dress Ireland now. What do you guys think the best way to do to get the word out about Reborns is? This is Ireland. She's the Bonnie by Linda Murray. She has armatures and she's straight-legged so she can stand on her own. Isn't she cute? She is such a cutie. Anyway, I'm really hoping my legacy will help get people more familiar and more educated about Reborns. So what do you guys think the best way to do that is? Because, you know, I know it takes time to grow a channel. And I'm trying. I'm doing videos almost every day. I've missed a couple of days, but not very many. I'm trying really hard to... She's wearing training pants. Trying really hard to do a video every day. Sometimes I do 2 in a day. And like I said before, I am going to start taking my babies out. Maybe this week when I go out, I'll take one with me. And we can get some shopping videos or some hanging out videos, you know. That would be fun. Today is my daughter's birthday. She's 20 years old. She's at the Job Corps in Eastern Washington. And I'm very proud of her. We are having some issues in our relationship, but it's okay. It happens to the best of them. We'll work it out. But she is 20 years old today, and I'm so proud of her. She's really got her head in the game. She's doing a good job. So, yeah. And my older daughter, she'll be 23. Yeah, 23 in September. No, 22. She's 21 now. She'll be 22 in September. I have to remember how old they are. I'm getting too old. Isn't this adorable? Look at this little bubble romper. One-piece bubble romper. Isn't that cute? She has the prettiest eyes. Her eyes are bright green, and I love them. They're so pretty. So pretty, 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 pretty. Love them, love them, love them. All right, now where did my elastics go? Here they are. I'm going to take this out of her hair. I hope you guys, I don't see anyone sharing my channel, so please share my videos and like, subscribe, and comment. Remember, we're really trying to get the word out about Reborns and get people more accepting, especially for people who don't have supportive families. So think about every time you like, subscribe, comment, and share, you are helping somebody else be able to have their Reborns without judgment. So think about it that way, okay? It doesn't cost anything to do that. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't take but a minute of your time. And the effects can be really long lasting and really help somebody who needs it. So please take a moment to like, subscribe, comment, and share. The 4 things, it'll only take you like a minute, literally 60 seconds to do those 4 things. And in that, you can help somebody who doesn't have an accepting family, help their family find acceptance by watching videos that are educational about Reborns, you know. Let's talk tonight about some of the benefits of Reborns. You know, Reborns can lower your blood pressure. They can lower your heart rate. They actually have been shown to benefit Alzheimer's patients. They can slow down or stop the progression of Alzheimer's. And they can, even in some cases, although it's not common, they can even reverse some of the damage. So it's really amazing what Reborns can do, and getting the word out there can only help people. So let's do that. Okay, let's subscribe, like, comment, and share. So we're talking about what Reborns can do for you. Reborns can lower your blood pressure and your heart rate, like I said. They help your cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. So they can help you to lower your stress. They help with anxiety. They help with depression. They help with loss and grieving. They help with those who can't have children, those who have lost a child. They help with, I'm trying to think what else. Hyperactivity, because it focuses you on one thing if you're interested in it. They can help with a lot. I donated quite a few to a nursing home, to a couple nursing homes in my area, and they were incredibly grateful, number one. And number two, they said that the residents just love them. Even the male residents will play with them. And that's pretty awesome when you think about it. Like what these babies can do for, yeah, they're fun to play with and they're fun to collect and they're fun to dress up, but they can literally like help people with their medical conditions like Alzheimer's. So let's make it so that we can get the word out and we can do something to help everybody become accepting of reborns, or at least understand them. I know I see lots of posts on Facebook about families who are not supportive, who want people to choose between their family and their reborns, and that's really a hard place to be. I can't even imagine what it would be like to have to, I love my dolls, and it would be really hard to, I need to get her white headband or a blue one. It would be really hard to pick between the family I love and my dolls. That would be really hard. Sorry about the redness in the bag. It's just that I had to change my tube tonight, and then for a couple of days I have to take medication that turns my urine really, really red. So I apologize if you happen to see that. I know it's kind of gross, and I'm terribly sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, think about it. Like, every time you comment, like, subscribe, and share, that's another person who maybe can see the video, who needs to see it. Someone who has a family member who's into reborns and doesn't understand about them or doesn't know what they can do. And, we're helping people. We're helping people with their families. We're helping people be able to keep their dolls. So let's like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll do the same on your channel if you put your channel in the chat, okay? I'll go and like, subscribe, comment, and share. Because I really want to get, my whole goal is to get the word out about reborns, to help people understand what they are, what they can do, where they come from, and have people understand that people who have reborns are not mentally ill. They're just, these are cute. These will go good with that. They're actually helpful. But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't understand how something as simple as a doll could help people that way. So let's do that. Let's try to get the word out between all the channels that do reborns. I know I'm super excited to get my channel up and running and to get more subscribers. And I'm not going to do a Patreon because I don't think people should have to pay for videos like this. I don't want to do a Patreon, not like that. I don't think I'll ever do a Patreon. I really just want to get the word out and get the benefits well known, so that people who, I hear all the time on Facebook, some people who have issues with their families not accepting it and, calling them names and, making them choose. That's what I'm trying to stop. I don't really have a desire to make money out of this, although I would love to make a little bit of money so I could gift more babies. But this really is about just education and getting the word out. So if you have a family member who maybe is not as accepting or doesn't understand, have them watch this video, or actually have them watch the first video I ever made, because that video goes very into depth about what reborns are, what they do for people. All of that stuff is in that first video. But we're going to go through a little bit of it here tonight. Research shows that people are much more likely to grieve successfully without permanent, harm if they lose a child and they have a reborn. There's something about holding a lifelike baby that triggers the happy, healthy hormone in the brain. So yeah, that's the dopamine. And in fact, the reason that it works like that is because when a woman has a baby, it's really, I don't think people realize how difficult having a baby is. Having a baby is difficult emotionally, it's difficult physically, it's difficult mentally, and it's exhausting. And it can take up to 2 years for the uterus to completely heal from giving birth. So giving birth is a lot of work. And when you give birth, then all of a sudden your hormones come way, way down really fast. Right, Ireland? And That's what causes depression and mood swings after a woman gives birth. But when you give birth, another thing that happens is that your body pushes a release of the healthy, happy hormone. And the reason is because by nature, it's designed by nature for you to be healthy and live longer, because now you have a child, and that, they want you to bring up, nature wants, it's our instinct to bring up that child. So your body will reduce the happy, healthy hormone when you have a baby. Now, if the baby passes away, your body, your instinct is not aware of the fact that the baby passed away. Maybe your brain is and you are, but human nature is not. And so it will release that happy, healthy hormone, but it goes away if you don't have a baby to hold. So by having reborns that are weighted like a baby, and the more realistic they are, the more they work for this, it can re-trigger the happy, healthy hormone in your system. It can re-trigger the release of that hormone, not only to help you live healthier, but also to lift your mood and brighten your mood, because nature knows how difficult it is on a woman to give birth and how much it can do to your body. So it's absolutely paramount that you keep those happy, healthy hormones running. And holding a reborn, if it's realistic, can really help with that. It can trick your brain into releasing that happy, healthy hormone. So that's pretty amazing, I think. That's pretty awesome. But that's one of the ways that they help. The other way is that when you have a baby or desire a baby and you can't have one, your body still has that ache. It still has that ache in your heart for a baby. And having reborns can not only put off that desire, not put it off, but make it more tolerable. But it also helps with depression. It helps with anxiety. It can help with insomnia. It can help with mood swings. It can help with some bipolar symptoms. It's just amazing what these babies can do. They really are incredible. And the more people that know that, the more people are going to be accepting of it. And the more people won't have to be in a situation where their family says, you need to choose between your dolls and me. Because I can imagine, I've never been in that situation, but I can imagine that that would be a pretty horrible place to be. So yeah, let's like, subscribe, share, comment on all the Reborn channels so that we can get some awareness out there. The more we do these videos, the more awareness gets out there, and the more people know about them. And that is a benefit. That is a good thing. We can help foster acceptance of people who have reborns and maybe are not in the best situations. If you have reborns and you're not in a situation where your family is accepting, all I can say is I'm truly sorry for that. And I hope that your family will watch some of these videos, if not mine, someone else's, and become more accepting and more understanding of reborns. My heart goes out to you if you are in a situation where your family really doesn't approve. Not that they have to approve, it's your life, but I do understand, and I acknowledge how difficult that can be if you don't have family support or friend support. It can be pretty horrible. So if you're in that situation, my heart goes out to you, and I'm always here to talk. You can message me or comment, and I will give you my Facebook so that you can message me on Facebook if you need to talk. I do have a psychology degree. I have 2 bachelor degrees. I have a degree in psychology and a degree in criminal psychology. So the criminal mind. So I absolutely can help if you guys need help. I will always be here for you guys. Trust me. And let's get the word out. Let's get the awareness out. Let's get these babies known so that we can make a difference in the world, a difference for the people that have them, a difference for the people who don't want a relative to have them. That's really important. So let's make sure we do that. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a good night. Ireland, say good night. Night, guys.